I prepared myself to be here. So, I would like to recite three pieces. Uh, these are the poems that I wrote after my heartbreak. So, the first poem that I'll be reciting is the last poem of my poetry book that I'm publishing in the month of April. So, the name of the poetry book is Blooming Chaotically, The Journey of Rising in Love. So, the poem goes like this, the last poem. It is around 150th poem that I wrote. So, so I wrote this poem when I was walking in the road. And there were grass and flowers. And then, see, after writing 150 poem, art healed me. Obviously, I should have been a better person because I was writing poems after. So then, in the space of healed man, I wrote this poem and it went like this. Because I saw a flower. When I'm watching a flower, I'm not a watcher, but a flower. When I'm watching a flower, I'm not a watcher, but a flower. And when I'm loving you, I'm not a lover, but love. When I'm loving you, I'm not a lover, but love. Yes, I am love. So, this is around 80 or 90th poem. So, actually, I wrote a poem for hookup. And surprisingly, that poem looked very beautiful to me. Sometimes I feel being a man is like an animal in the uniform of civilized people. There are a lot of things happening from the space of body, mind, soul. Like, I feel distracted, divided. But this poem I wrote, one night I got a call from my ex-partner's friend. He claimed that I was disturbing her, calling her again and again. Yes, I was calling her because I was feeling without her, my life will be incomplete. She completes my soul. So yeah, I was blocked in WhatsApp. Even in Gmail, I got blocked. So that time, there's a word called apathy. That was, I think still, apathy is the most fearful emotion that I always feel. Is that apathy means an emotion, a place where you don't feel any emotions or feeling. So that night, when after receiving call, I started feeling that, where I felt my heart was becoming a graveyard, where there's no emotion. It was feeling so dry. Then I tried to sleep. Yes, I slept better. I don't know have I slept better, but I woke up at 4 a.m. So much, something to fear, intense fear. Then I wrote this poem called A Poem After Sex. So it goes like this. Dear stranger, I want to write a poem after sex. Can I request you to let me be who I am and you be who you are? Let's admire the colors of our soul, be gentle about the wounds of our hearts, be aware of thoughts of our minds while making love. While making love or having sex or sleeping together or hooking up just for tonight, definitely not forever. How do these words matter when you and I know what we are experiencing? How does the chaos of our minds matter when our hearts are being nurtured and pampered? How do the opinions of people matter when you and I know that we both are the humans of beautiful colors, mating together, creating soothing weather in which our minds disappear and our souls soar? Because while making love unconditionally, we make sure we touch each other respectfully, share our insecurities and vulnerabilities authentically, experience our characters deeply, and kiss, hug, cuddle intensively. Kiss, hug, cuddle intensively, keeping the consent as foundation, feeling the rejuvenating love as the destination. So in this experience, you find home, I find words. So that I can write a poem right after a sex. I can write a poem after an experience in which meaningful cuddling was the goal and lust had a minimum role. So, thank So now I'm going to be reciting a piece of poems that I wrote in the initial days, which tells how bad my position was while going through the breakup. Yeah, I found it. So it was very difficult to convince her because even I got blocked in Gmail. That means you see how difficult it was to convince. So these lines would tell my difficulty that I was facing, what I was feeling actually inside my heart. You are costlier than all the gold of universe he put together. You are shiny and charming than millions of kingfisher birds flying together. You are harder to convince even by the God. You are tender than the skin of just born child. You loved me so abundantly, gloriously, celebrated our kisses courageously. Now my heart like a child, wanting it badly. And I'm like a mother with no milk in my breast, weeping sadly to fulfill the wish of my child currently. So, yeah, thank you so much.